Transportation Committee report. Mr. James?
There's there are actually two action items coming from the same area, and it's a bicycle pedestrian committee recommendation that northbound Shellmound, you have, Maurice has the overhead that you can put on.
Yeah, do we have pictures?
The northbound Shellmound, north of Shellmound Way, be altered so that the left-hand turn lane is eliminated that goes into a parking lot, the Marketplace parking lot, and the one lane be created which widens the roadway that allows for a bicycle path at that point. North of Shellmound, on Shellmound, north of Shellmound Way, the lanes narrow so closely that bicycle lane disappears at that point. The other portion of that would be that there would be an extension of the bicycle lane through the intersection of Shellmound Way. So there'd be a white line through there that would indicate the bicycle lane there.
So if I could explain, currently the bike lane ends, going northbound, the bike lane ends at the crosswalk here. So we don't have any bike lanes until you get past this intersection up until you get north of this intersection here. So as you know, we're getting an influx of cyclists now with the Bay Bridge Trail, and we're trying to improve the intersection at Shellmound Way and Shellmound. So for the northbound direction, what the Bicycle Committee, or BPAC, was recommending was that we install a bike lane through the intersection. Normally you don't stripe bike lanes through an intersection, but this is a T intersection. So if you look at the NACDO design guidelines that you adopted as a reference a while back, they show bike lanes through T intersections. And in this case, we wanted to show that we'd have a dash bike lane running through the intersection because there could be a potential for vehicles while they're turning to enter that space. But this just gives a more distinct definition of where the cyclists are supposed to go. Once they're in this area, it would turn a solid line and then back to dash, because generally you put a dash bike lane in advance of the traffic intersections. Right now we have a left lane, left turn pocket, and a through lane. We would eliminate the center line here, so this would be a wide through lane. And if vehicles want to make a left, there's sufficient space for cars to drive around that car that's waiting to make that left turn. So this was the proposal of the BPAC for the northbound direction. And then for the southbound direction, I've got on another drawing.
The southbound direction hadn't been suggested by the committee.
Right, for the southbound direction.
The southbound direction wasn't in the notes that the committee forwarded to council.
No.
Just northbound.
I believe this was approved on a prior meeting.
Yeah,
we
it's
talked
already
about it.
been approved.
Right. So on a prior meeting, we were talking about, in fact, we already striped the turn pocket here.
Yeah.
And so what we're talking about is extending the lane line back and putting in these two right turn arrows in the sharrows. This would all be done at the same time. So that's the recommendation.
And, but that'd be green.
Second.
Maurice, the background.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. The color, it looked like it was black. That would be green.
That again, that's the way we had to show it on the aerial photograph. It would be just regular striping.
Just regular striping.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I'll be a second or a third, but I do have a clarifying question.
Sure.
Around the eastern side of Shellmound Street, the solid and then the jagged.
Back to here.
Green.
Yes.
Yeah. The first place where I've seen this green application of paint is on 40th Street between our city and MacArthur Bart.
Right.
And I don't think and I've only driven it a couple times, and I haven't been on my bike down there yet, but I think they keep it a solid green even when it comes to the intersections when there would be cars turning right across the somewhat of a bike lane there.
That green stripe is very unique, and it's an experiment that's underway, and a lot of people are confused by it, but it's occupying the center of a driving lane. This is a little bit different. We're talking about putting it in the bike lane, and it's very common to see it now. I was in Salt Lake City a couple summers ago, and it's all over. In all their bike lanes, it's green. We don't have it here yet in Emeryville. We don't know. We have to research what the paint is and how long it lasts and so on. But this would be the concept. It would be where you have it dashed. Generally, the design guidelines show to put the green dash as well, where the bike lane is dashed.
I guess I would just say that to me the green dash is confusing. So,
Okay.
especially for a bicyclist, I would think. But
Call the question.
But this is just for 821. Is there a motion, a second for
For
you wanna
both
do that
of them.
separately?
There's
Both
only
of them
one.
together.
Yeah, just
There's only one item.
8.2.1.
And not 82.2?
Well, there's two items, so
So we're just doing 8.2.1 right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
correct.
The C, item C? Or is it
Okay. Councilmember Atkin.
the numbers?
I'm a yes for this one, but with the caveat that I think the dash green is confusing.
Councilmember Davis.
Yes.
Councilmember West.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Asher.
Aye.
And Mayor Brinkman.
Aye.
Move
Can I ask a-
8.2.2.
Can I ask a quick question, which is there any signage that you've planned to go along with this, or is it just the paint on the asphalt?
More than likely, there'd be some signage as well. The bike lane sign, because right now the bike lane ends, so you'd have to continue the bike lane through there.
Yeah, it'll be a big improvement to have a block with the bike lane just between blocks with bike lanes.
Right.
So I'm glad about that.
Okay, Nora, you called, you made a motion on 8.22.
Right.
Is
And
there a second?
Can I understand where's
Second.
the 8.22? Am I looking at something different?
8.22 is the second part of, because we're eliminating the left turn
The
lane
left
going
turn
north.
lane.
8.22 is eliminating the left turn lane.
So we did it in two actions there.
Sorry.
Okay, so
I don't even see the
call the question.
Council.
Second.
I thought
Was it
Councilmember
seconded?
Atkin seconded it.
Oh, okay.
whoever.
Just
Nora
somebody.
Nora's the first.
Okay, Councilmember Atkin.
Aye.
Councilmember Davis.
Aye.
Councilmember West.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Asher.
Aye.
And Mayor Brinkman.
Aye. City and Housing Successor No reports, communication reports, department heads.